come to a great age now. In her 80s or your 90s.
She must be 70. Yes, yes. Do you know that, Irene?
Even I'm coming to 71.
Well, no offense to you, I didn't even know you existed.
Oh, all right.
I didn't know anything about you. But you never see me when I was in Taiwan when I was a child.
Oh, when we were a baby, yes.
Just a baby, right? After when I can walk around, never.
No.
I knew you existed until a few years ago. Du Mama told me. Du Mama said, oh, you have an uncle, he lives in Taiwan.
And the reason is that, well, that's a rather sad thing to say. My sister, you and myself, we weren't that close when we grew up. And when I married a Taiwanese wife, she was against it.
My mother?
No, when I married...
When you married, my mother was against it.
Why? Because she said, well, she thought that properly I should have married an Italian girl.
My mother's quite old-fashioned.
To keep the lineage, or to call it.
Oh, she's quite old-fashioned, huh?
For some reason, she's not crazy about the Chinese or Taiwanese. I don't know why.
I see. So what happened? You didn't see her since when?
Well, after she moved to the States, we lost contact for quite a while. And then when I started, making my business trips to New York, we re-established our contact.
Very nice.
I went down to Philadelphia, to their house to meet her and her husband.
Is that in the 70s?
Let me see. Yes, mid-70s.
Because around the 80s, late 80s, she already moved out from Philadelphia.
Oh yeah. Because you must know that. I'm sure you are aware of the fact that her marriage with her American husband didn't work out quite well.
They separated. His name is
Takujinov.
What's his first name?
Bayan.
Yes, Bayan Takujinov. Correct. I met him a few times.
Not a bad guy, but somehow they just fell apart.
Are you in contact with her now?
No, I lost track of her altogether. They told me that she moved to Indiana.
Yes.
And then after that, I don't know where.
Oh.
And then someone told me, forgive me, I don't remember who, says that she became quite a hermit or what, locked her up in her apartment, refuses to have anything to do with anybody, even refused to see her two sons.
Even that she don't see?
Well, that's what
when
I heard.
Did you about 10 years ago, 5 years?
Maybe 5 years.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there. Well, I'm sorry, ladies, we're talking about our family history. There was a Chinese priest or monk called Jin Kong Fa Shi, lives in Australia. Well, he told me that. Quite fat priest.
How does he know her?
Well, we used to be neighbors.
You and this high priest?
Well, before he became a monk, he was an army officer.
I see.
And then he quit the army and become a Buddhist monk. Very fast. Now if you turn on the TV, you can see him giving his sermons or preaching.
So how do you know my mother?
Apparently, this priest or the Reverend Jin Kong went to the United States, and he's your mother in I think A or somewhere in the East.
I see. Did you know about me when I was born here?
Yes.
You know,
yes.
But it was very quiet, wasn't it? Could you tell me anything about that? My birth here?
Well, I know that we were born in a rather run-down hospital. And
Taipei General.
You were greatly, giving me.
Okay.
and she was quite alone when she was there, in the hospital. You know what I mean?
No.
She was quite alone.
Oh, no one.
Without just with my mom.
Oh, I see.
And you follow, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You see, because she's never anything. Not one word.
Oh, okay.
She's never told me, and grandmother also never told me.
Maybe that's well, for your mother, it's too painful to recall it.
Because my mother never told me she's my mother, not once.
Well, my sister is quite strange.
It seems like it.
Yeah, and sometimes I have great difficulty understanding her.
Actually, all my life,
Yes.
I wanted to be close to her.
You
I wanted to be close to her. I wanted to know her.
understandable.
I want
Quite
to.
natural.
Yeah. And she rejected me for many decades, but I don't feel any anger or I don't feel any unease. I just feel if I can connect with her and help her, it'd be very nice. Because she's a very strong.
Oh.
And when I was younger, requested me to paint a picture of Nohandarka.
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 The
green tar. I never forgot that. She likes that very much.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me to paint for her when I was very young. And occasionally, she would come to my adopted family's house to see me. Occasionally. I think she came down 5 or 6 times in maybe years.
Okay.
And then she moved to Indianapolis. When she moved to Indianapolis, I was there for Dalai Lama's teaching. And I have her number and I called her.
After she got her doctorate at Temple
Yes.
University.
Correct. She got a doctorate for Chinese studies.
For
Chinese studies. She told me Chinese language, Chinese studies.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
Or sinology.
Yes. And she said that she's going to be as a professor and think better. But after I went to I remember leaving with Eja, with my grandmother, in 1970. We flew together on Pan Am Airlines.
71.
Yes, 1971.
All the teaching job in there. All right.
So you were teaching that time here. I left Taiwan 1971, Pan Am Airlines with grandmother. And we arrived in Airport and went directly to my mother's house. There was. She was living in Philadelphia. Yes. We already had 2 sons that time, but they were
yes. Michael and David.
Yes. They have English names. We call them Batar Bayan.
And then the other one, the younger one, was called Guga.
Yes, Guga. And so we went to their house and I stayed one night with them, with Eja, Batar Gunga, and my mother and her husband. Next day, my step-parents came, the Mongols. Boris, Dana Bugayev.
I don't think I know them.
They're Turguts. They're Turguts.